Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for a purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. For uses of use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, education, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Now let's start this dang show.
You gonna have any fights this week? Oh man, we gotta have some fights.
got? Your history with Jim has been a fun rivalry to watch, but it's always been respectful. I'm not trying to make it into anything that's not. But what's your fondest memory of this rivalry with Jim Harbaugh?
I remember Jim. No, I have no fond memories. I'm not going to go there. They're good. There's great games. They've been great games. That's all.
I always think that had I ever played, for him, on one of his teams, because he was coaching when I was playing, or was on his staff once I got into coaching, I bet we would have been really good friends. He learned a lot from him just watching him, but he's also always been on the other side. When I was a player, he was a defensive coordinator, head coach somewhere, and then when I was coaching, we were trying to gouge each other's eyes out. It's like in the competitive spirit of that.
Said that
been a bunch of them.
you guys in a different life could have been great teammates. When he says something like that, what is that?
Well, I think that would come from he's seen my game, and so he would like me to help him win, if I could, and so he'd like us to play together, I guess. But one thing we would certainly see eye to eye on is about competing. He's always been a great competitor, and he's battled through so much in his playing days and in his coaching days as well. So I appreciate him saying that, because I'd like to play with him too.
That sort of way. Like I said, I think we would have been pretty good friends. Alas, we have been on opposite sides, so I'm not on his Christmas card list.
The text?
Just trying to win, just trying to beat him, and it's tough to do. It's hard to do. That's it. All focus. Raiders week, and just doing everything we can in our power to be just as tough to beat.
You said that you're not on each other's Christmas, or he's not on your Christmas card list. Do you expect a birthday card from him then?
Well, I'm surprised he would say that, because he sends me a birthday card every year. So I don't know what to tell you.
What's your anticipation for what you're going to get at Allegiant Stadium?
I think it's going to be crazy. I can't wait to hear the group get after it. And this is our first chance to really get in front of them. I don't know how many fans they bring, but I know ours are going to go crazy and be loud, and we're really looking forward to it. And I hope that we play well enough to keep them, going throughout the whole 4 quarters.
This is the one. Monday Night Football. Jim Harbaugh comes to Las Vegas to face Pete Carroll. They're 6. No, I think they played each other 6 times. And this is the 7th round. Yes, and it's 3-3. Yes, so this is number 7, round 7. Who's gonna take it? The super grudge match. Pete Carroll, let's go. Let's go. We got Vincent in the line. We have KDO, who says, what year is it? We have Jeff, Cage Match on Friday night. Oh, yeah, this is what we do because it's the new season. And this is where we talk about the game after, because there's just not enough time on Wednesdays, especially when we have guests. It's like, you know what? We'll let the guests do their thing, whatever. We talk about the game on Sunday, on Wednesdays. And then on Friday, talk about the game on Monday coming up. So boom, 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 boom. Hey, I don't know. Is this our old friend? I know he keeps changing his name. Aaron Davidson. We have a Charger. Remember, we have a Charger that follows us. But he say, hey,
Yes, we do.
this is regular tailgate, trash talking. You are allowed in the cage match, but remember, you're in the cage match, all right? So anything goes, brother. Ooh, I was joking. Hey, it's an old AFR rivalry. Be like Undertaker and throw you from the top of the cage down to the crowd. Okay, Mankind. All right. Silence.
Just don't change your name to Mankind because we know what happened. And the hell in the cell.
Oh, yeah. That's what we do over here in the cage match. All right. Asylum, we have to wait until Monday night for this match. This is basically the main event in week 2 already. How do you feel?
You know, it's even worse for me. I got till 10 o'clock to watch the damn game.
Well, I think you're going to come up with some kind of cold or something. And
I told you, I might have to. I have to. This is what happened.
Okay.
We're going to come on already.
All right. Let's start this show already. Okay. All right, so you saw them two talking back and forth. Well, not back and forth, but Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh. Jim says, hey, man, we probably would have been friends if we were on the same squad at one point in life. And Pete Carroll was like, yeah, he wants to be my friend because, he knows my game. He wants to win. Because remember. Exactly. Remember, this is a very, very star-studded coaching collection of coaches in the AFC West. Every one of those coaches you see there has been to a Super Bowl. Everyone but one has left the Super Bowl with a victory. Who was the one that hasn't won a Super Bowl, Asylum?
I believe it's the Tijuana Sparklers.
The Tijuana Sparklers. Jim Harbaugh. But he was with the 49ers, and KDO can attest to that. But yes, Jim Harbaugh hasn't won. He was close with Crabtree and Kaepernick. Beyonce Bowl. Yeah. Back in the day, he was close. And Jim Harbaugh hasn't won a Super Bowl, but he's been to one. The Chargers haven't won a Super Bowl, but they've been to one. Ironically, they got killed by the 49ers, who was a team that Jim Harbaugh took to the Super Bowl, who they lost to the Ravens, who ironically won. Yeah. Yes. Harbaugh brothers. But now we have Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh, Monday Night Football. It's going to be great. We have to wait for it, but it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay, anyway, so let's look at the matchup, though. Let's look at the history, the matchup. Katie is going strong in the comments. Let's look at this matchup right here, okay? For the first time.
That's before.
All right. For the first time since the Raiders moved to Las Vegas, for the first time, the Chargers have swept the Raiders in one season, because usually it goes Raiders win, and then the Chargers win the other matchup. Then the Raiders the next year will win the matchup, and then the Chargers. So it's always been back and forth. But last year was the first time that we got swept by the Chargers. In fact, I don't even think we didn't win any game in the division. We lost the streak to the Broncos. The Chargers swept us. We got close to beating the Chiefs for a second year in a row on their turf. We didn't. So this is a start of where we can show our dominance in the AFC West because, as you can see here, we are all tied except for that one down there. Kansas City, they're holding everybody up.
Last place.
When I used to play for my high school, when I used to play for my high school team, we were always in last place. But we'd be like, we're the strongest team in the league, and they're like, how so? Well, we got to hold everybody else up from the bottom of the standings. So we're the strongest team in the league. So hey, Kansas City, you're the strongest team in the league. Just make sure you don't run into each other, Kelsey. Anyways. Raiders and the Chargers could be battling for first place to close out week 2. Well, I mean, like sole possession. I know Denver, they're playing somebody, whatever, but for us,
they're playing somebody.
they're playing somebody. I don't know. I don't care.
But we'll know by the time we play.
Yes, that we're going after that AFC West. Credit better not be if you don't wrestling, when who was it? My son knows the rivalry right now with the 2 white dudes with the long hair. You know what I'm talking about. One had the Money in the Bank. One finally got up at the top, and the Money in the Bank happened, and then he knocked. It happened at SummerSlam. So I just forgot their names because they all. It's not like back in the day where everyone had their own personalities. They all kind of like acting like each other, like these rappers nowadays. They all want to sound and everything like each other. So Vincent says the Chiefs will start 0-2 and miss the playoffs. And that is the kind of energy that we need on this Friday because the Chiefs don't look that good. Kelsey is distracted. He got the Taylor Swift distracting him. That's why he ran into his own teammate.
Not to get pregnant.
Oh my god! But okay. Let's look at this again. All right. Who did Kelsey take his pill? Because he's probably the one. Because tight ends receive. Anyways, Raiders lead all-time series 69-60 with 2 ties. And like we said, these are the last 10 matchups. It's been back and forth, but last year the Raiders were swept, and it's good that we get to see the Chargers early, and we could be fighting for first place early. And the way the Raiders looked last Sunday against the Patriots, you would have thought, Simon, this is what I was kind of thinking about after, was that you would have thought that the Raiders. New offense, new quarterback, there would have been kind of like an adjustment period for them to get their footing, to take off, just the defense is keep us in games as the offense starts to kind of learn each other. But the offense on Wednesday, they were going hard. And Geno Smith with 9 plus passes of 20 plus yards. And, the numbers that he put up last week.
Well, we really expected to see a lot more running than passing. But we started off that game, I think it was, what was it? It was like 4 straight passes, some shit like that. We're like,
play action on first down.
Right?
Play action on first down. That's they're going back to the Al Davis years.
13 minutes you were able to spend with us. We appreciate
it. Hey, and Vincent, he was sending us stuff on email. So I saw that and I followed him on Twitter. So Vincent has been a very loyal viewer. We gotta do something for Vincent. But
constantly trying to help the show get better. We can't ask for anything more.
Yes. So but yeah, I mean, and then aside from like I want to see this offense. I want to see this offense on Monday night. I want to see the explosiveness. I want to see Geno Smith going downfield. I know the Chargers got a better defense than the Patriots, but I want to see the Raiders test these corners. I want to see the Raiders, Al Davis way, They always say take what they give you, but we're going to take what we want. We're going to throw on first down. We're going to go for touchdowns. And it's at home. This is where Pete Carroll wants to put a stamp in Vegas to show that, look, we're turning this around, okay? All you Raider fans, I need you in here. I need you to black out our own stadium, okay? We're not going to turn this. This is no more a vacation destination, okay? We're going to make sure that home field advantage will be established, especially starting this Monday against the Chargers, who we all hate. Now, it probably would have been more rowdy if it was the Chiefs, but we'll start off with the Chargers because Chiefs fans, they travel, but Chargers fans, the six of them, they travel. You know, even that one girl who is a Charger fan, then she's a Vikings fan, and then she's a Chargers fan, and we haven't seen her last year, but you know what I'm talking about. She get all wild and everything. So this has rivalry all over. We need to take back Vegas, and then, of course, later on when we go to Los Angeles, we need to take back Los Angeles. But let's start with Vegas first. Asylum, I'm ready. I'm fired up for this game. What do you think, Asylum? Well, or how do you feel, Asylum? You know this.
I know. I'm with you all there. I want to see a little bit better blocking out of that O-line, get that run game going. You know, because that's going to be important. I mean, I was reading articles and everything. You know, how are you going to beat the Chargers? Because the way they like to do their defense, they like to take away that deep ball. They like to take away the big play. So you're going to beat them by killing them in the middle of the field.
Mm-hmm.
And who do we got that loves the middle of the field? Go ahead.
Well, we got Bowers, but it depends
Bowers
though.
Is one, possibly, assuming he plays.
Yeah, because we remember what happened the last game that he did not participate. I don't have the injury report right now. But Bowers injured his knee, so we're still waiting to see what happens with him. But you know what?
He didn't practice today or yesterday, so we know that. But all right, who's the others we got that eat in the middle of the field?
Oh, well, we got Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers, he gets a lot of his possessions. And then that's what I was going to say. If Brock Bowers can't go, that's fine. Because you know why? Michael Mayer.
That's three. You're missing one more.
Well, I mean, it's not.
He's a rookie.
Are you talking about Genty?
Nope.
Or are you talking about Thornton?
Nope.
Oh, you're talking about Besh.
There you go. Those four, assuming Bowers plays, do nothing but eat in the middle of the fucking field. Now you add the run game and force those safeties up and don't allow them to play, those two safeties high and everything else like that. Now who's going to eat after you done force them to come up? Then you got Tucker and then your boy that you said, Thornton, on those deep plays.
Yeah.
While the middle's eating, and that's how you're going to beat the Chargers right there. But it's going to start with the running game. Force them to, clear the center of the field, with the linebackers, bring those linebackers down to try to stop that run, open up the middle of the field, start eating there, and then the back end is going to open up for your two speedsters that you have on the team. And you're talking about a 45-13 win right there.
45. Why don't we go 63-21? I know Peggy said, we got to get the running game, and they're gonna, but the way the Raiders started off the game,
is true. JPJ has a concussion. He's out.
Let's see. I'm doing that right now. Why are you okay? But see, my thing is, you know what? If they're not respecting our passing game, yeah, he has concussion. So I'll do it right now. The Raiders injury report: Brock Bowers. He did not practice today, so I'm assuming he's questionable. Elandon Roberts, he had light practice today, so I'm assuming he's questionable to probable. And Jackson Powers Johnson did have a concussion, so we're probably going to see Alex Kappa in this game going against the Chargers. And the Chargers, Elijah Molden
protocol on Sunday.
Yeah. Elijah Molden, DB, hamstring, did not practice today, so probably questionable. They don't have the questionable stuff on here. Denzel Perryman, former Raider linebacker, ankle, did not participate Thursday or Friday. He's probably questionable. They haven't ruled him out yet.
I heard he's already considered out.
Tarheeb still. He has a calf injury. Tarheeb full practice. He's probably going to play. And Delshawn Phillips, linebacker, toe, light practice today. So probably questionable right there. But all right, let's go. Oh, I was going to say, if Brock Bowers can't play, then you know what? I'm very confident in Michael Mayer because Michael Mayer was going to be he was our star tight end before we got Bowers. But now we got both of them, and the way that Michael Myers stepped in basically to fill in that role for Brock Bowers. He got that key fourth down reception. He had to adjust in the sky, but he got it. I feel like not Brock Bowers, but Michael Myers. I feel like he might have a game on this Monday that can establish that. Hell yeah, I know we got Bowers, but don't forget about me. Okay, exactly. I can be a threat too.
I was going to say, if Bowers can't make it this game, I'm not concerned about it. If he can't make it next game, I'm not concerned about it. After that, though, after a couple of weeks, then I'm going to start getting concerned.
Yeah,
we can handle a couple games without him.
Yes. So let's look at these numbers. Let's look at these numbers right here. Let's look at the Chargers numbers on offense. Fifth in the league, and it's only off of one game because we're in week 2 right now. Fifth in the league with total offense, 394 yards.
He got put on the IR. He has to miss 4 games. He's out 4 weeks, KDO. Sorry.
Yeah. I know this because my girlfriend had him as a tight end, and then he didn't do anything because he got injured. Oh, yeah, 1 touchdown, but that was it last week, and then he was out with the hamstring, so they put him on IR. I said, hey, you got to take him out because if you don't take him out, then he's going to not score you points. So we got people learning on fantasy football.
Hey,
rushing yards.
Negative points.
Rushing yards, 90 for 19th in the league. Passing yards in the game, 304, which is third in the league, and then 27 points they scored against the Chiefs, which makes them 6th in the league. Their defense, the Chargers, 347 yards they allowed against the Chiefs, 22nd in the league. 249 rush of those were rushing yards. So hey, maybe we might have a game. 249 rushing they gave up. So that's backwards. No. I might be backwards. I think I messed up. My bad, guys. My bad. Could be
249 passing and 98 rushing.
Chargers defense, 249 rushing. Oh, I guess yeah, whatever. Could be it. If that's the case, let's run. No, that's probably passing. That's probably passing because they lost. The Chiefs lost. Let's skip that, okay? All right, Raiders offense. Let's go. Raiders offense, 389 total yards. That was 7th in the league. 56 of them was rushing, 28th. So we need to start establishing the run, like Peggy said, but let the pass open up the run. If they see us passing the ball, it's going to push the guys out the box because they got to carry over the middle, like Asylum said. We're going to kill the middle. And then when those guys back up to try to cover the middle routes, that's when we go to GNT, open up those gaps to keep the defense honest on their on their toes, just like where we're gonna go. All right, passing yards 333, which is 2nd in the league, and then 20 points, which was 15th as we beat the Patriots. And then against that game, we gave up 336 total yards, 21st in the league. Rushing yards 276. Yeah, I feel like I did it backwards, so they got split that. Rushing yards 60, 276 is supposed to be passing yards, and we're dyslexic over here, so it is what it is. So there you go. But looking at the main right here, okay, Justin Herbert versus Geno Smith. They both won their game last week. Justin Herbert played that Friday night game in Brazil, and his team took care of the Chiefs in that game. 73.5 completion percentage, 318 passing yards, 9.4 yards per pass, 318 in that game. Yes, three passing touchdowns, no interceptions, rating of 131.7, and he also had 7 rushes for 32 yards, 4.6. Geno Smith, of course, won his game last week against the Patriots, 70.6 completion percentage, 362 yards in the air, average of 10.6 yards per pass. He had 1 touchdown, but he also had that 1 interception on a tip ball, a rate of 102.8. He had 2 rushes for 10 yards, average of 5. So, I mean, this could be a battle right here. I hope it's not a sling it back and forth. I hope it's just we score and they don't score. That's what I hope. That's what I want. I don't want it to like this past Sunday night.
On that graph, there's only 2 sets of stats that worry me. And that's that 3-0 and that 1-1 when it comes to touchdowns and interceptions in there. The fact that Herbert got the 3 touchdowns, and Geno only threw for the 1, but he still had that interception. Other than that, you're going to say they're pretty much fucking even.
Yeah, I was just going to say that we got rookie, young receivers, but then I remembered that the Chargers have new receivers, don't they? Don't they have like a new, except for Keenan Allen came back, but they have a new receiving squad, don't they? Actually, no. They got
McConkey's from last year. This is his second year.
I think I'm thinking of last year. See, I'm not ready. I'm not ready, guys. I'm never ready. But looking at this, rushing, Amarian Hampton, 15 attempts, 48 yards. Justin Herbert was their second longest, or their second, leading rusher, was 7 for 32. And then their top 2 receivers, Quentin Johnston, 5 receptions, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns. So we got to make sure that we get somebody on him because he got 2 of those touchdowns. And then you have Ladd McConkey, 9 receptions for 74, no touchdowns. So that's who we got to look out for. It's Quentin Johnston. We got to make sure they don't try to beat us in the air because that's what they're going to probably try to do is beat us in the air. Because both of us and the Chargers have to try to establish our running games, but it seems like both our passing, our air attack has started off fast. So that's what we got to look out for. But Asylum, I think that what happened?
Yawn just came out of fucking nowhere. Sorry.
We have the Cage Match Show. I would like to come to your show, though lots of Raiders will boycott you. I just be putting out their Herbie hype since the Madison effect turned our golden retriever
to a goat. No, fuck.
Well, I mean,
that is.
It says lots of Raiders will boycott us, but you know what? Lots of Raiders don't even know we exist yet, so I'm gonna take that chance. Anyways, Asylum.
I can't even be in the chats here. You're in the chat now. What are you talking about?
Wait, I don't know. It's Piano. Don't he? Wait, Piano Man. If that's Piano Man, I mean, we showed you respect. We didn't diss you. I don't know why you boycott the Raiders. Remember, we were like,
that
hey,
Jason
whatever.
Doesn't like the facts that I put out. Well, apparently Jason knows who he is.
No, that's it. He changed his name. That's the Charger fan we're talking about. That we were like, hey man, it's cool. Like, okay, we like drama because NFL football is drama, regardless of what it is. But Asylum, what I was going to say was one of the matchups that I don't want to say worried about, but I will focus on is there's 2 matchups, okay? Khalil Mack versus the right tackle DJ Glaze, because Khalil Mack mostly plays on the offensive, the defensive left side or offensive right side. And then on the flip side, I need Max Crosby to let second-year man Joe Alt know, because remember last year, that bulletin board, I need Max Crosby to let Joe Alt know on the left side, left tackle for the Chargers, that I'm Max Crosby. I'd like to introduce myself. A reverse pancake, run him over,
Reverse
stack.
pancake.
I think that's called a Belgian waffle. No. But I thought this was a fun show. This guy. Hey, Piano Man, whatever alias, okay. Told you we're cool, okay? We're cool. As long as you, hey, if you bring facts and you bring heat, if you say some craziness that makes no sense, we're gonna be like, okay. But Charger fan, Raider fan, AFL rivalry, it's part of it. It is what it is. That's how it goes.
Bring him on. I just hope he fucking speaks better than he types. That's all I'm saying. Because trying to make out what he's trying to say is just hurting my head.
I know, but if I go on any show, they get jelly. He will say something. I know, it's up to you, Sodom. That's up to you because we got to make sure we keep the show on.
We're going to be out of here in 30 minutes. We got to be on time. We can't really. Any other day, I'll be for it. But today is just not a day.
It's not you. Yeah, it's not you. We're on a tight schedule for this one episode.
Not you,
because
it's us.
Yes. But hey,
I'm sure he's heard that before.
Don't fret. There is still one more. You know what? We'll see what happens in this game on Monday. Maybe we'll bring him on Wednesday. But hey, there's still.
Okay, I'm for that.
Yes.
And
there's still.
If he wants to on Wednesday, regardless of how the game goes, we'll bring him on.
Yeah, and then worst case scenario, we'll see you November 30th, Kay, where your home field, which was the Raiders' territory, which still is, Raider fans still represent it, but the Raiders themselves.
The first team to bring a Super Bowl to LA?
I want to say it was in the year 1983.
It escapes me. Who the fuck was it?
There was a running back. The running back, number 32, broke the record against the Redskins.
Bro got booted from JT the Breaks chat. Grayson, how the fuck do you do that? You got fired on your day off. How the fuck do you do that?
You know what? This is all fun and everything. I have nothing against Piano Man. He's a Charger fan. It is what it is. I have a friend that's a Charger fan. It is what it is. But this is going to be an interesting game this Monday night. So, well, hey,
it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be a game that could go either way.
We'll bring you on. If you're willing to come on Wednesday, we'll bring you on our Wednesday show. No holds barred. No holds barred. This is the cage match. And old-fashioned Oakland Coliseum, old-fashioned Qualcomm in San Diego, old-fashioned AFC and AFL rivalry. We'll do it that way because
his name is Fred.
But Asylum, speaking of the Chargers coming in, we got to make sure that we, on our home opener, take care of business. Because after the first 2 years in Vegas, 2020, when we beat the Saints, that was a close game. And then 2021, when we beat the Ravens, that was a close game that had to be completed in overtime. We have not been able to hold the fort down starting, on our home opener in Las Vegas. The last 3 years, we lost to the Cardinals.
I can say it like this. For week 2, at least we won that one. Week 2, we lost that one. But who were the coaches during those weeks?
Hold on, I was sipping my drink. McDaniels, and AP. Yes. It was Gruden, and Gruden.
Okay, so experienced coach wins. Not so much experience, we lost. Who's our head coach this year?
It is Pete Carroll, who knows Jim Harbaugh. I'm telling you, there's going to be two main fights at Allegiant Stadium this weekend in Vegas. There's a Canelo fight, and then there's the Jim Harbaugh versus Pete Carroll matchup. So it's going to be crazy out there. And loyalty out there, and big respects to the OGs. Hey, you know, that's what I'm saying. Okay, we're from the Oakland Coliseum. We seen Charger fans, Chiefs fans, Bronco fans walking through the parking lot, and we would both talk mess back and forth. But that's how we fired each other up for the game. The fights didn't happen until inside you get into the stadium, until you get to Mount Davis. That's where the fights happen. That's why they tarped it all off. No, I'm just joking. That's not why. But we keep it cool, you know. We keep it that way, and the one lose won't.
Don't even try. Just keep this going. He's trying to take over the show in the chat, and right now we got shit to get through. I love the guys, you know, to an extent, but we got a show to do, and this ain't a show to try to take over.
Now with the time constraints that we have for this one,
exactly,
this particular one. So Asylum, what are you looking?
Mike wins every time, so.
What are you? What is this Raider game coming up? What is? I guess. What is? What are you worried? Like, what is? Not want to say worry, but what are you going to be focusing on? Like the battles within the game. Like I said, the offensive line for the Raiders.
On our offense is doing what I said to do. Defense stepping up and, you know, doing what they can. The biggest thing is stop the fucking run.
Yeah.
Don't let them get started with the run. We have to stop the run on defense. You know, according to your numbers and the stats, we were able to,
this one.
Zamir White. I just have this gut feeling Zamir White's going to have a game.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's going to be so focused on Genty and how to stop Genty, they're going to forget about Zamir White. When he's in there, oh, they ain't running the ball. Oh, shit, he's got the ball 15 fucking yards. I think that's going to go. So, offense, control the middle of the field, open up the back end by controlling the middle of the field and running the ball. Defense, come on, stop the run. Don't let the fucking run kill you. You know, plain and simple. We know Herbert's going to complete passes. We know Herbert's going to get some touchdowns. Just, solidify it. Hold him to field goals as much as you can. Don't give up the big play. And that's the shit I'm going to be looking at. Not necessarily specific, battles or anything. It's mostly our defense doing what it needs to do in there, and the offense. If you want to go specific battles, it's what won us the game last week. You want a specific battle, it's the trenches. Win in the trenches and you're going to win the game.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's where it's like we got to make sure. And we have Chip Kelly who can design plays. And then we have not Brock Bowers. If Brock Bowers can't play, or regardless, Michael Mayer, I believe, is a better blocker than, I know Brock Bowers came out of college. He was, he got the offensive lineman award, or he was in a running for it twice. Oh no, he won it twice, right?
No. He was in there. He came in second twice. Okay.
But Michael Mayer, I believe, is a better blocker tight end. So if you got to put him over there on DJ Glaze's side, or if you got it, whatever, because Khalil Mack comes fired up, team that drafted him. He's going against. He's in the same division. We saw what happened a couple years ago. The 5 sacks that he had. Because McDaniels don't know how to put somebody over there to keep him. You got to respect him. You got to respect the game. I know he's in his early 30s, but he's still Khalil Mack and he's still making plays. So you got to make sure you put someone there. And I believe that you tell him design.
I have a gut feeling. Chip Kelly. Our defensive head coach, Pete Carroll, is going to put the double teams on Mac and Chip and do everything else that you need to do with Mac, and not just put a single guy on him like the guy who shall not be named.
The guy we beat last week. Okay, let's do our quick little commercial, and then we're going to do keys to the game. All right, here we go.
Hello, everyone. I get to do the shameless plug too. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to The Cage Match Show on YouTube. And hit that bell like you want to hit Roger Goodell for messing up our favorite sport. And also, help me out by going to Dubby.gg. Put Cage Match in the discount code box and get 10% off your order. Get that energy like me doing all these segments. Back to the show.
I think I got the same laptop as Roger Goodell. I swear to God, I thought that was my computer.
Just without the cage match in there. That's what they try to do. They try to shut us down, but we find ways. All right, Asylum. Let's do one main key. Let's do one main key. You do a key, I do a key, and then we'll go from there.
I'm gonna go with what I've been saying the whole show. The middle of the field, eat. Okay, run the ball. Which is going to help. And again, 3 to 4 guys, assuming Brock Bowers plays, that do nothing but feast in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
they want to play the game of controlling the long ball, right? Dink and dunk, do what you can. All those guys can get the yak. Get the yak. Yards after catch. All 4 of them can. They're dangerous in the middle of the field. Give them a 7-yard pass, it turns into 15. All of them could do it. Control the middle of the field. Force them to sit there and try to defend the middle of the field, and you're going to end up winning this game.
2-0, baby. I am an offensive lineman guy, and like I said, and you even said it too. It's the trenches. We have to make sure that we neutralize, at least neutralize in the passing downs, or when we're passing our passing plays, to neutralize Khalil Mack, especially if he's going to be going against our second-year man, DJ Glaze. DJ Glaze had a roughish game last week, but you know what else, Asylum? With if JPJ, this is a random question. If JBJ doesn't play this game, and Alex Kappa comes in and plays a good game, is JPJ's job in trouble at that right guard position?
That's a good question, honestly, because he did struggle in that first game. New to the left side. The right side. New to that right side. So, there's a chance that there could be a fight. You know what I mean? There could be a fight, but I still think because of the injury, and even if he has a good game, once JPJ's healthy, he's younger, he's going to be, your future for that spot. I think he edges him out for week 3.
Because when Jason Downs said that he had the concussion, that JPJ had the concussion, I looked at it and said, and Cap was going to come in. There was still that battle going into the deep into the preseason, and it was
struggled that third game because of the injury he had kept him out of a lot of stuff. So he might not be. Health wise, he's probably ready, but in every other aspect, he might not be ready. So that scares me too.
Yeah. I was gonna say you said eat the middle of the field. Let's do to the Chargers with Michael Mayer, with Jack Besh. If Bowers could play with Brock Bowers. But let's do to the middle of the field to the Chargers what they used to do to us in the early 2000s. Let's do a reverse Antonio Gate. Let's Antonio Gates them back, okay? Because tight ends, us trying to defend tight ends are never that great. But now we have a tight end weapon. And even if Brock Bowers can't go, I'm telling you, Michael Mayer is going to have a game. Michael Mayer is going to have a game. I'm calling it right now. And that's
Mayer,
what I'm going to say.
And Mayer and Zeus, huh?
Yes, and Zeus. And Raider Nation said if we could keep if we can keep Herbert in the pocket, we can basically control the game because he's not as dangerous. On his feet, he can roll out and make plays. But I think that's what's good about this defensive line is that the defensive line is basically leading the charge on defense, disrupting the quarterback to have the DBs back there be in position to make plays, be in position to follow their guy because the quarterback was in duress last week. And I know, Drake May's second year compared to Herbert in his fifth year. It's totally different, whatever. But I feel like this defensive line, and we showed Booker's highlights last week or this past Wednesday, and with Adam Butler and the emergence of Tyree Wilson, I think this D line can get him in, can contain him in the pocket where he has to sit back there and be a pocket passer, and that can be more. Sorry. For our DBs to make plays, whether it's knocking guys out or like that tight coverage that Caillou Blue did last week, or get the interception like Palamau, not Isaac. Palamau. They called him Isaac in the game. All right, Asylum. Let's do. Sorry, no. Okay, so let's do what we do. Like we do in every show, we like to do a history lesson. Know your history. Every Friday show, that's what I meant to say. Every Friday show, let's do a little history lesson. It's called Know Your History, or
Know Your Fucking History.
Speaking of a tight end, number 80,
man, we're quoting him word for fucking word.
If we're talking about a tight end that wears number 87. It's going to make a key play. This is the perfect video to show. This is the Holy Roller ending with Dave Casper in the end zone. Devon Johnson, welcome back. How you doing? Asylum, please roll our history lesson with the Holy Roller starring Phil Villapiano, but, it's all about the ghosts. And, let's go.
And all you Raiders out there need to know your fucking history.
Karaoke was just becoming popular. And the Raiders, we had a bunch of guys that loved to sing at the bars. And we go to San Diego, and there's this country bar. So we go to the karaoke bar. It's a Saturday night before the game. We overdo it. I don't think anybody ever showed up for curfew. We think we're going to beat the Chargers no matter what. We go out there. It's hot. We all stunk.
This has been a very surprising ball game here this afternoon.
Somehow or another, we're within striking distance. We're only one touchdown behind, but it's not looking good. It's fourth and whatever.
Oakland trails 20-14. 10 seconds left. Here comes the rush. He sidesteps. Can he throw? He can't. The ball flipped forward is loose. A wild scramble. 2 seconds on the clock. Casper grabbing the ball. It is ruled a fumble. Casper has recovered in the end zone.
The only thing I can say about the Holy Roller, you can watch it on film. I just happened to be there at the time. The ball bounced and tried to pick it up, and I kicked it back to myself.
The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play. Madden is on the field. He wants to know if it's real. They said yes. Get your big butt out of here. He does. There's nothing real in the world anymore. The Raiders won the football game. The Chargers are standing, looking at each other. They don't believe it. Nobody believes it. I don't know if the Raiders believe it. It's not real. This one will be relived forever.
Great play, great memory forever.
Ayúdame en este momento para que me des el poder para conquistar el cuerpo. Te daré mi devoción para siempre poderoso.
This is perfect. Oh. I was going to say the best part of all that is we killed the chicken. And what do you need for Al Jobu? To kill the chicken.
A sacrifice of the chicken. All right.
Perfect.
We did this last week and we got to win. So, of course, we are superstitious over here and we're going to continue it.
We are.
All right. Here we go, guys. All right. Now, look, we pray to Aljobu for a victory because Aljobu is just win, baby. And this is what we do here. My sister's like, wait, we're doing this? I'm not ready. Get ready, though.
You better hurry up.
Because we're going to try to. We got to bless the stadium, Asylum, because we said that, we haven't, the last 3 years, we haven't opened up the season in home and took care of business. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to bless the stadium of Allegiant Stadium because we got to go start this off, okay? 2-0. Okay, we talked about it. Big game. Jim Harbaugh versus Pete Carroll. Raiders versus Chargers. This could be the battle of first place in week 2. Gonna kill the chicken again, man. Okay, kill it, don't choke it. All right, Asylum. The chokers. I just got that. The chokers. Okay, Asylum and Piano Man. This is for you forever. He says. All right. Oh, it's right here. All right, here we go. We got our cage match shot glasses. If you want one, email us at TheCageMatchShow@gmail.com. All right, Asylum, let's do this real quick. This to Aljobu. Let's get that victory. Monday Night Football, close out the week 2 with the victory against the Chargers. This is a division game. Let's do this real quick, Asylum. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Roller, baby. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. For Aljobu. Let's get that victory.
That's how you do this shit.
Smallest shot glass I ever saw. It's standard size, okay? You know why it was small? Where does it go? You know why it was small, Edward? Because
I got big hands. Cold. That's why, Edward.
The drink was cold. That's why, all right? The drink was cold. That's why it was small. Okay.
Real.
Edward said ladies.
Hey, I'm sorry. I had to say that father thing. Ed, my dad, my whole life, called me my brother girls. So when you said that, I was just like, Dad, are you here? That shit don't bother me one bit. So
it's not small. It's average. But before me, it's average. It's average.
It's average. I like that. It's average.
Average. Raider Nation, what is up? Yes. Okay, let's do this real quick. We got like 8 minutes. Okay, we got 8 minutes. Let's come back. Aljobu. Actually, you know what? I would keep him on there because I need some Aljobu help for my fantasy team. All right, if you're on the fantasy team, not Ed. Yeah, well, my friend Edward, and then it goes Edward in here, but Edward's not.
I am playing Edward.
Jeff, my sister.
Winning, by the way.
Kadio, Anna.
You don't have the graphic?
Huh?
You don't have the graphic?
Oh, I do have the graphic. It's up there. It's right over here.
By the way, my number got bigger. Just want to say.
I'm a grower, not a shower.
I'm a grower, not a shower.
All right, Jeff, why do you hate me? Oh, Jeff is in there. Okay, Jeff. Now look, okay, this is what's going on in week 2. Okay, my friend, my homie Edward is going against Asylum. KDO, Bang Bang Niner Game's going against me, so that's another burrito on the line. Okay, KDO.
Hey, I don't know,
Holy Roller. Speaking of Holy Roller, she's going against her own brother. So that's going to be a sibling rivalry right there. I don't get to see my sister and go against her until later in the season. But my sister, Raider Stitch,
a little bit at a time. At the end of it, you win. Sorry.
She's going against Pig's Pig. And then we have Anna going against Jeff. That's an old school AFL rival right there, if I see one myself. Now, Jeff, if you're still on here, I want to show you this, Kay. This is what is on the line, Jeff, right here. This is what's on the line. The first ever Okay, we're going to call this the W belt. All right. The W belt. There it goes, the W belt. This is on the line. The Cage Match Royal Fumble Fantasy Championship belt right here. Okay. So this is the first ever one. This is the one. So this is what we're playing for right here. Okay. This is the belt. This is the belt. Oh, this is the belt right here. Okay.
Drop it.
I didn't drop it. That's the belt right there. Joe Boo, I need to win this, K. Belt with a burrito makes this mistake.
I need the inaugural belt. It's black. It's silver. It's perfect for my wall.
I want to add it to this belt right here. So that's what we're playing for.
And we will reshow it on Wednesday for all the people that are in this who ain't watching today. We'll keep showing it.
We got Katie. I'm going to be the first one to win it.
Closet Raiders fan. You want something Raiders to be able to put on his wall.
Hey, you know, hey, Piano Mac is still in here. Jason said it best. We don't hate you. We just, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I like the back and forth talk. Okay, I always just say when football season starts, if you can't handle the mess talking, then you don't deserve to be talking mess. Okay, because that's how it goes. What is up, Chris? Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Chris for Raiders. Oh no, like everyone's Chris for Raiders. All right. Devon Johnson said Gino is not holding on to the ball too long. That's good. And then last one, I have proof of all you lies, man. You come off like an old Hayden man saying, get off my lawn. Oh, yeah. He's on the Jeff. He's talking about Gran Torino. Okay, Asylum. That is it for today. Any last words? Anything you want to say? Any last words?
Let's put out the spark of the Tijuana Sparklers. Because you know what? Nobody likes sparklers. You go to 4th of July, who likes sparklers? Kids, children. We don't give a flying fuck. We man playing a game here. Raiders win. Raiders!
Raiders! And who doesn't like sparklers? Michael Jackson in the Pepsi commercial. All right. That is it for today. All right, let's get the Victor Raiders. Let's go and beat the Chargers. I'm sorry, Piano Man. Let's beat the Chargers, man. And hey, Piano Man, if you want to come on Wednesday, talk about the game, open invitation. We'll be here. We're glad you put you on. This is your platform on Wednesday. All right. We end every show like we always do with a word from Coach Wallace. Arcadia knows Coach Wallace, a.k.a. Raider Milt. I want to thank everybody for watching the show. We got a lot of viewers watching us. We appreciate that. We take care, everybody. Let's get that win on Monday Night Football. Let's go, Raiders!
Raiders!
All you other NFL teams, your tailgates are weak. Your teams are weak. We might be down right now, but it doesn't take away the history. And all you Raiders out there need to know your fucking history of who the fuck you playing for and where the fuck you're playing. Damn it. Oh, and by the way, I won my last cage fight. Again, I'm still undefeated. And you NFL motherfuckers out there that you think you want some, come on and get some anytime.